Hey everyone, Hibra here. I know it's been like forever since I've posted a video, and that's probably has to do with the fact that I've been busy doing school, mostly during the summer, and I also picked up a job, so those two things have honestly been taking up a lot of my time. But here I am. I was able to make some time to finally upload a very overdue video. But today I'm gonna be talking about finding your perfect foundation. Now, as you can see, I am actually not wearing foundation because that's the irony. I am talking about foundation, but I am not wearing any makeup. And I kind of did that on purpose because there's a few things that I want to touch upon, and I feel like if I was wearing makeup, it would be a little hard for me to touch up on those subjects. So before anything, before going out and looking for foundation, you should really observe and really understand your skin, because depending on how your skin is naturally, that's how your foundation is going to sit on your skin. Because if you pick something that's not compatible with your skin type, it's not going to look good. It's just gonna look really unpleasing. So before anything, find out what your skin type is. And if I look like I'm more widening my eyes because this eye is smaller than this eye and I just get really self-conscious. But anyways, I digress. You have to understand your face, your skin. For example, I have combination skin. So I am really oily, right here in my T-zone where my nose is, and then my inner cheeks right here, and then my chin, but mostly my nose and right here is where I am very oily. But I am very dry, around my mouth and my temples, and then on my lower cheekbone, not cheekbones, my cheeks. And also around my jawline right here. So to be able to compensate for that, I have to find a primer that can sort of even out the skin on my face. And then I also have to find a foundation that works well with my skin type. So if you are very oily, you should look for foundation that says matte or for oily skin. And if you're dry, you should find something that sort of says glowy or moisturizing, so it sits right on your skin. So a good example of something that could work for a matte, a oily face is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I have heard really great things about that, and I've actually tried it myself, and it works really nice for a drugstore brand. It works really good. And for a more moisturizing foundation for dry skin, the Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal is really good, and the X Glow Serum Foundation by Bliss, that's the more a little bit more on the expensive side, but it actually is it's really good. It works really nice, and it makes your face look very velvety, while the more mattifying, since you have natural oils in your skin anyways to make it look a little more glowy, it really mattifies that. It makes it look natural. And if you're like me and you unfortunately have combination skin. I mean, it's really hard to find foundation that works well for your skin, but I mean, I've been able to find foundation that works good. So what I would do, since you need the mattifying, and you also need the, what's it called, the moisturizing at the same time, what I've done in the past is I've used lots of primer. I've used the L'Oreal Studio Secrets Professional Magic Perfecting Base. I know that's a mouthful, but it works. And then I used the both Infallible Pro Matte and then Pro Glow together, and it really does make your skin feel a lot better. Mostly you have like combination skin, which I unfortunately do. Now, after you have found out what your skin type is, the next thing you should do is pinpoint what you actually want your foundation to do, what you really want for your skin. Now, there are many types of foundation formulas, and all of them come in different forms. Like, if you want something that's minimal coverage, a powder foundation or a mineral foundation gives like the sheerest coverage. It's like a really sheer veil put on like your face. Now, if you're looking for something that gives more of a little bit more coverage, a liquid foundation would work. And then there's also cream foundations, which give the most coverage. Like, from all the foundations, cream foundations are the way to go if you're looking for full coverage stuff, which is what I usually look for. So if you want something that's sheer and just quick, then a powder foundation is the way to go. Like, I know this is like just setting powder, but usually they do come in a pressed powder way like this, where you would just grab like a normal powder brush, and then you would just go and put it on your face. And if you're looking for a little bit more coverage, that's what I want to say. If you're looking for a little bit more coverage, then I would suggest going for BB cream too, which usually, come in liquid too. So like an example would be the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh BB cream. And this one gives just, a little bit more coverage, but I usually would put it like where like the powders are and everything in terms of coverage, because it doesn't give as much coverage, but it's like a little bit more than what a powder would give you. And if there's like some parts that you want to like cover up, then you would just use, like a concealer and spot conceal. But if you're looking for something that's medium to full coverage, I would suggest a liquid foundation. So for liquid foundations, it's like the ones that I've mentioned before, like the Pro Matte, the Pro Glow. Those are liquid and they give medium coverage. And I mean, practically lots of other liquid foundations, they give lots of medium coverage that you can build up. Now, if you are like me and you want to cover up all this acne and like acne scars, because most of the things that I have on my face are acne scars that I just am trying to find a way to like get rid of them, I go for full coverage things. So for full coverage foundation, your best bet is to just don't look at the powders and look for liquid or cream. And the ones that I've used before is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. This is one that you can see I used a lot of it. But this really does work. And it's in liquid form, but it's like sort of liquid and cream. It's like I've seen a lot of people like describe it as like a moussey type of feel, but this is one that I've used. And then I've also used the Kat Von D Lock It Full Coverage Foundation. It comes in this really pretty bottle. And this stuff is really full coverage. Like, I bought this in like May, and like it has lasted me for a pretty long time, and it's very full coverage. So just with like a little bit of it on, you can like see the coverage that it gives. And so that's if you want to invest a little bit more money. But if you are like me and I like cheap things and I like to like save my money, I would go for the L'Oreal. Another one that I've used, and I just haven't had the time to actually go back to it, but it's a cream foundation, and it's the CoverGirl Aqua Smooth foundation, and it comes in like a little like little compact, and it's cream. It's a cream foundation. So once you put your beauty blender in it or your brush and you put it on, you can see that it covers up a lot. And I've actually used it before as like a concealer too, because it's like a one-step thing. You don't even need like a separate concealer unless you're looking for highlighting your under eyes. But yeah, that's another one that I used, and it's like $8 at Walmart. So if you're like in a budget and you're looking for something that's like full coverage, then I would suggest that one, the Aqua Smooth Foundation by CoverGirl. I mean, I would actually recommend it a lot more than the L'Oreal Total Cover Foundation, because I feel like it worked a lot better than that one. But it's a really good foundation. So it's good at what it does, and if that's what you are looking for, then I would recommend that one. And so let's say you've gone all throughout this stuff and you like already know your skin type, already know what you're looking for. What is the next thing that you should do? Well, the next thing that you should do is find your correct shade. Now, I'm even going to demonstrate this. So when you're looking for your perfect like shade, oh my god, you need to like not like match it to your hand. Like, you can look for your undertone on your hand, but you can't match it to the exact same color as what you see right here. You have to match it to either your chest or your jawline. I usually use my jawline, like this part right here, to do that. So, I know I'm not even wearing any primer, but what you would do is you would go like this. Do you see how like it seamlessly like blends with like my jawline? That's what you want. You want it to be blended in with like the rest of like your neck, because if your face is a different color than like your neck or your chest, I mean, that's not your correct color. So to find your undertone, if your veins are blue, you have a cool undertone, and if they're green, you have a warm undertone. And if they're like mine, which are like a mix between green and blue, then you are a neutral shade. So I am more of a neutral shade. So that's why this one says I'm a light 48 neutral. But that's when you would use your hand to find your undertone. But if you want it to find the perfect shade, either you match it to your chest, or as what I did, I matched it to my jawline. So that way you are matching and you're gonna slay. So that's what I think finding your perfect foundation shade should take. I feel like these are the basic principles of finding your perfect foundation, and I feel like I mean, these are the things that mostly helped me when I started looking at foundation, and like started looking for my own, you know, when I got started to make up and doing all that stuff. And I mean, these are things that no one has ever told me before. So I feel like it's important for me, mostly for like all beginners out there, to understand like what they want from their foundation. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and hopefully I get to see you next